Well, the best outcome would be that President Trump wouldn't take yet another public humiliation from Russian President Putin, and that he will get finally annoyed and will impose sanctions that he has promised and tariffs on everybody who is buying something from Russia, and will go ahead on continuing pressuring Russia. The best outcome would be for President Trump to realize yet again that it's not Ukraine that is on the way of the peace coming, and well, you to judge if it's realistic, but this will be the best outcome that we can hope for.
Should Ukraine give up territory, acreage, land?
The main question here, because everybody's asking me, should Ukraine give up territories? The main question is for what? And the second question is who or what will make sure that in this case, Russia would not attack us again. Because asking Ukraine about territories is a simple question. Asking who will make sure that Russia will keep their part of the bargain, whatever that bargain is a complicated question. And we didn't hear any single world leader trying to figure out that, or at least hinting of how it will work. Because we have been in so-called ceasefires with Russia since 2014, dozens of times, and it never worked. And there was nobody to complain to. So how this time will be different? President Trump was talking about swapping of the territories. How do you make sure even if we talk about swapping territories, that Russia wouldn't take them back in like 1 or 2 years?
Kira, for those in your country that advocate for peace, what is that kind of based upon? What would be an acceptable, reasonable peace negotiation forum, do you think?
Again, like when we are talking about peace, of course, people here on the ground, they want peace, and we are all exhausted of the war. But we also know, again, that whatever you agree with Russia, it's very hard, almost impossible to make them stick to it. So whatever talks are about territories, about any agreements, the first thing is, how do you, President Trump, or European leaders, or whoever, how do you pressure Russia to keep their part of the bargain? And before that, anything else is useless to discuss, because if the security guarantees are not there, Russia will just use this time to regroup, and they will attack us again in a couple of years. This is what happened again and again to us.
This unique situation, and if we assume Mr. Zelensky is on the outside, what do you need from Europe? Are you looking to individual nations, Kira Rudik, or are you looking to Brussels of a modern European Union?
What worked for us in the past is working with the individual nations.
Right.
So we didn't get certain amount of weapons from NATO as it is, but from countries like Britain, like Denmark, like Norway, like Germany, France. So it works the best when we are working with the individual nations. And the overall truth is we want everyone just to execute on the promises that they have already made. If that was done, we will already be in the better positions. Unfortunately, times go differently in Ukraine when you are under the bombardment, and in peaceful cities of Europe that are able to stay peaceful while we are stopping Russia from wherever they want to go next. And so sometimes between the political promise and the moment when Ukrainian soldier is getting weapons in his or her hands, it could be years. And this is not something that we can afford right now.